Hey, y'all, watch this.
To another show.
All right.
Could have really big shoe.
Welcome to another episode of the Jersey String Band podcast.
Third one.
Number three.
Tree.
I'm Alex Walton,
I'm Captain Pat Walton.
and our guest is
Steve Knestaut.
Boom, boom.
Boom Boom,
Boom boom. I used to be the bass drummer, and now I'm a banjo player.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
All right, well,
it's an experience.
Well, you're the banjo player because you want to wear a back piece.
And I wore one, and now we don't get any more.
that was a
so-
bad decision.
Well, you were in traction for about 6 months after that,
Well,
but you enjoyed it.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Well, as much as you could enjoy it.
I got all kinds of X-rays and all because my feet were messed up. But yeah, I'm good to go.
And you're mad that we didn't have one this year.
Kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
Pirates don't have back pieces. Either they're spies. I'm in for a good year. Maybe I'll take up the bells.
You never know what happens.
At least we could hear you,
I'm flexible. Yes, you could hear me.
Yes.
the bells. All right, well,
Well,
welcome to the infamous, or whatever it wants to be, podcast of the Jersey String Band. How did you get in this crazy thing called string bands? Mummery.
Man, we need a camera on him only.
I know, I wish I had 3 cameras.
anyway, Bob. No, about 17 years ago, the bus driver out of Washington Township was with the Peter A. Broomall String Band. He was a marshal for years. And he kept telling me, come on out and join, we need your help. So finally I showed up on the 4th of July when we had 5 parades.
Oh, that's a great time to start.
So I was
It's an
marshal,
easy day.
little marshal and giving out order, tying shoelaces. I told him no, that's where I draw the line. But anyway, I helped out with the 5 parades, and I was in traction for 3 weeks, and then I joined.
Oh, this is going to be great. This one better get a lot of views.
Oh,
Please start sharing now, because it's only going to get better.
It's only just begun, folks. Wait till I start telling jokes.
I'm not even.
No, I'll keep it.
No. Keep it. We want you to be you.
On the way to Cape May. I love that song.
Oh, that was my next.
Oh.
You're doing this whole thing.
Well, then let it rip.
Is that your favorite Mum song?
One of my favorite Mum songs is On the Way to Cape May, and the second one is the Hawaiian Christmas song. Love
Yeah,
that song.
Maleki Mickey. I can never say
Yeah,
it.
whatever.
Malakaliki Maka.
Yeah, whatever you just said, whatever he just said.
Yes.
And you're famously known for when we get on the bus ride. As soon as the bus starts to move out of the parking lot, you say,
On the way to Cape May. And I get yelled at every time until we're
Wrong
on our way
way.
to Cape May.
Every single parade. Doesn't matter, we're going to Philly for New Year's Day, or if we're going up to New York, on the way to Cape May.
Yeah,
I like to have a good time, and there's times to be serious. And
there's a lot of Steve-isms. I think
Steve-ism, that's what I like.
I think one of my favorite is if
Oh, no.
keep going until you hit the river. You have to hit the water.
When you hit water, you went too far. Yes. Everybody looks at me like, that means you're either in the river or on the ocean. It means stop. Don't keep playing when you're blip, 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 blip.
This is going to be great.
But I like to add a little comedy, and I grew up with the Three Stooges, and I love them guys. So,
You
The
play
yup
all
yups.
3 perfect.
so I try to add a little humor into my life.
Yes. You keep everything very light and fun, and you're one of the best guys we have in the band. It's
Well,
great
thank
to
you.
have you around.
Yeah. So
I'm glad I got the Waltons involved.
yeah.
That's the
Well,
next
this whole
question.
thing's your fault.
We blame Steve, by the way. He recruited our brother, Chris, who recruited Alex. Alex and Chris recruited my son, Pat. And then I got pulled in because Pat was in.
Then your mom and dad followed,
Then my mom and dad followed because Pat was in.
and then the children followed, like little Partridge Family. And that's what we are. We're a family band, and we enjoy ourselves.
Exactly. It's all Steve's fault.
Yes.
Yeah, if it wasn't for
We
him.
got to hold the first place trophy on Saturday night at the banquet.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the banquet.
Oh boy, I'm still being brought up on charges, but that's okay. I did not steal the trophy. I borrowed it.
No, you asked
Thanks.
for permission,
Yes,
and
I
they were
did.
more
They
than
were more
gracious
than
to
welcome.
South Philly to let us put it on our table.
South Philly String Band, thank you very much. It's, I did it a few years back when I was with Broomall, and everybody at our table wondered where this trophy came from because we didn't finish first place.
Well, we accepted our 4th place prize. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we were doing.
Listen. We
12
finish,
times.
We finish first from the bottom every year. We're right there.
If we worried about first place, we wouldn't be in this business. We were here to entertain and have fun. We have a family band, as you can see, and
Lots of
we're
laughs.
well loved, and we have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been in this 17 years, so you've had a lot of themes that you've been through. Is there anyone that particularly sticks out that maybe might be a favorite, or maybe one that, like, why are we doing this? Or
No, we enjoyed doing the doctor's year, even though we mummed up doctor suits. Pete Broomall had the best time of his life, I believe, with us younger group. He was the doctor, and he was throwing body parts all over the place.
yeah,
And we just enjoyed that, and we all had fun. It was fun.
Yeah. It was a fun show.
I didn't appreciate tripping over the fireplace the one year, but we did the camp theme or whatever. But we all had fun. Twisted ankles and wrists and stuff, we still get through.
yeah, blood, sweat, and tears.
I wore white shoes one year. They weren't mine. I borrowed them from somebody, and I had to go to the foot doctor a week after that because I was in traction. It's all part of the love of the mummers. I've always loved the mummers since I was a little kid, but I never got involved. So till late in my years.
And it wasn't that hard to get involved, was it?
Just show up and show your time and have a little fun. Clap with the band.
But what made you play the bass?
I was at practice one night, and God rest her soul, Maz was playing the bass drum because our bass drummer Mike couldn't make it because he was working. I said, Steve, try this. Steve, try this. No, I never played an instrument in my life. And then I went over and played the bass drum. Pete Broomall came over and says, you have rhythm. I went, oh, boy, I'm done. So I played the bass drum for like 6 years. You just have to keep the beat or I'll march you right into the river. And so you keep the beat and enjoy yourself.
What's the most interesting thing you played beating on the drum? Other than the mallet.
The song.
No, other than the mallet. What did you use?
What have you used other than the
I
mallets?
thought what was my favorite song, which is Cherokee. But anyway, we made it to a parade. I believe it was down the shore somewhere, and I remembered that I didn't remember the mallets to hit the drum with.
Brookhaven. We
So
went to
that was Brookhaven then.
we went to Brookhaven because I remember us going over the Commodore Barry Bridge, and Jimmy coming to Steve. Do you remember the mallets?
Of all places for him to remember.
Yeah.
We're 10 minutes away from our
We were
parade
over water. We hit the water.
So I asked the bus driver to borrow her umbrella, so I played the bass drum with the umbrella. It didn't sound bad.
No, honestly, that was the best. I was standing up front of the band with Pete, and this is still Broomall days, and Pete goes, man, Steve really sounds good today.
I said, Pete, look at this umbrella. Bus driver, I owe you an umbrella because it was shredded after I got done.
I just started laughing, and we didn't tell Pete to the end of the parade, and it was just
I was
dead
looking
on.
for a branch because usually a branch you could play the bass drum a little bit with it, but as long as you have to keep that beat and I can keep the captain marching in front of the band, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
So that Cherokee would be your favorite on.
Cherokee has a nice little beat to it. There's several songs. I love doing the polkas because it's a hopping band, and I had relatives that were Polish and they used to dance.
Yeah.
I can remember when I was a little kid and they just out there swinging it around. So I remember that brings back good memories.
So what would you talked about your favorite theme? What would be your favorite like outfit or suit that you've worn?
None. I mean,
They all hurt.
when you have to jump off the roof and get into a couple, because we used to borrow other people's suits every once in a while.
You look good as a bug.
The bug suit was pretty good, entertaining, especially with the bug head. Turned a lot of heads around, and it's like, oh my! And your mom wore one too, as being a marshal.
Yep.
And Phil, our other drummer, he wore one too. It was interesting. I don't know what my favorite one is.
Well, that's all right. I mean,
Yeah, I guess you don't have to
you
have
don't
one.
have to have a favorite one. Drummers are a little different because sometimes your suits aren't exactly as elaborate as some other ones because you have a giant bass drum covering half your body.
Yeah, and I like to decorate the bass drum every holiday if I can. Put a little
Little
Lights
color to it.
lights or some garland or whatever. St. Patrick's Day green, Christmas red, white, green, and whatever. But 4th of July, definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
What would be your favorite parade?
I love the West Cape May Parade
Yeah, that seems to be.
because we usually go off first, and the people love us. If they only knew what was behind us, like 10
yeah.
string bands, they got high school bands, got floats. You have tractors. If they're running, they're in it.
Yeah.
And there's 6 people deep on both sides. Fire pits going. Everybody's just in the mood. It's such a great parade.
Yeah, it's a fun parade because, like you said, we're always toward the front. Typically, the Coast Guard cadets are in front of us, and then it's us with the Grand Marshal, and then it's us, and we get to get everybody pumped up for that parade. So we're the first musical act, we're the group, and it's so much fun, especially that little tiny alley before the end.
Yes.
Oh, through the little shops.
Oh yeah, right through the little shops at the end. There's so many people packed in that area.
And people are up in the at different floors and all.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
We
Yep.
go through the senior center, I believe it is, and we wave to them, and it just makes your day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so much fun.
It is.
That parade is either really hot, or not really hot, but fairly warm, or
Warm for
really,
December.
or really cold.
It's usually the first of December, first Saturday in December, West Cape, Maine. You have to get there early, or the streets are closed, and you're out of luck. And I've had a lot of people come down there just to see us.
Yeah.
And we have a good following, and we want to keep that going if we can, and we try to entertain them.
Well, that's the
also.
whole point of this, really.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, get them to get to know us and see how it is,
Yeah.
and understand that to be in a string band or be in any mummer string band, all it takes is just the want to come out.
Yeah.
If you show up and come out, whether you play an instrument or not, every single one of the 14 bands that are on the street will take you. There's a job for everybody.
Yeah.
yep.
And, with this, I'm currently working on getting people from other bands that come in and talk and about some of their experiences and, just in general. But just want to kind of
When we
highlight
did,
us, too.
Yeah,
But-
when we did St. Christopher's Hospital over the holidays, different bands came out and played. It was just so, so nice to entertain the kids
Yeah.
and the nurses. They were all out there taking care of their patients, and it was really nice.
Yeah, especially when we do little
Things,
jobs, a birthday or
retirement, a birthday. Every once in a while, God forbid, we do a funeral. People just they appreciate us, and we appreciate them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next. I know I'm answering a lot of them before you even ask.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back.
Don't
On
hold
the
me
way
up
to
here.
Cape May.
Oh,
Move
wave your
Steve,
arms.
Wave your arm.
There we go.
I was in a coma.
I was hoping that didn't happen.
You sit still too still. The motion sensor's right
Yeah,
there.
move a little bit.
You got to be a little more.
No, just
That's that after cream that I use. It makes me settle down.
okay.
More information do we need.
more than I'm Special K, don't you know? that?
Okay.
He's special, all right.
Yeah.
I did this last week, or the last podcast. Word association. I just want to get your take on these words here. with the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, ready? You nervous? Shaking?
No.
All right, ready? Feathers.
Tickle.
PG.
PG.
I'm sorry. But it does feel good. No, I'm sorry.
All right, we digress.
Colorful, definitely.
Parade.
Parade. Music.
Confetti.
Fun.
Walk off.
Walk off. Excitement.
Strut.
More excitement.
Jersey string band.
Jersey String Band. One of the founders. I'm happy and proud.
Yeah, we ought to get you a wig.
Why? He doesn't have one.
Well,
The toupee, maybe. Tarantula.
tarantula.
Right. Yeah.
Spaghetti binder or something else.
The abuse I take.
Yes, you do.
It's all so much love.
It's in the air.
I love the post he had to make of me trying to dance.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I am a horrible dancer.
And I don't like the fast dance.
And I'm doing something for the first time, and I'm trying to do it right. And I get side-by-side comparison. Which one was better?
There's a couple things I was going to do with that. I'm like, I wonder if I can get a clip.
Now, which one did you do with me that time? You
The,
posted me one time for something. and
Thanksgiving.
It was funny.
Happy Thanksgiving, and you were eating. It was a picture from you from Alloway Parade eating a sandwich or whatever, or the meatballs.
Yes.
Yeah, want to explain your meatballs?
Definitely. Anyway, my mother-in-law, she lives down in Alloway, and we do a parade down there for Halloween every year. And Jackie Bam Bam comes out and dances on her front yard. We serenade her because she makes the whole band meatball sandwiches and peppers and sausage sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, and they're so good. We usually get her a cheese shirt, and we buy her a bottle of wine. So we're very appreciative. And it's just fun times. And
That's usually the best part of the parade.
yes. and
Oh, that makes the parade so
the whole
much more
band's
fun.
on her front yard, and we serenade her, and she says, "I can't believe this. I have a special person on my front lawn." She has no idea who Jackie Bam Bam is, but she does now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does that for us, and he loves us, and we love him. So I don't know how we got on that subject, but we did. I just make it. So
Well, you said the.
You said meatballs.
Oh,
and
meatballs.
meatballs
Well, no,
goes
you-
right to the sandwich.
You're talking about the post for the Thanksgiving post. I put the one
oh
time.
yeah. Well, getting
You've
back
done
to the meatballs.
so many posts with him. And usually it's either like,
Well,
I don't know, it'd be one with him sitting on my hand,
I
or I'm
wasn't-
standing on his hand, or
Yeah.
you do stuff with all
Well,
of
you
us.
mentioned. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll lay off a little bit.
Nah, I don't. It doesn't matter. You can dig as long as you want, because I keep digging too. So you know me, I'm easy going.
It's family.
I like
We're
to
all
mix
family.
it up, the razor blade or not. I just. But anyway, get back to the meatballs. New Year's Day, we're sweating down the street, usually, except for when it was 20 degrees that one year, and we all froze. My throat actually froze that day. I had to get taken off the drum because I couldn't breathe. But anyway, it was so bad. It was. We just wanted to get it over with, and it was a shame that we had to march under those conditions. But we did, and we didn't sound bad even being frozen. I think we found it sounded better being frozen.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we thawed out, that's when we found out. But getting back to the meatballs, 14-hour day over there in Philly for New Year's, and I come back to the clubhouse, and we have a nice meal that our group put together, and I'm just normal, and I let everybody go up first, and I go up last, and the meatballs were all gone.
Not
So now
counting
I-
that Phil, his counterpart drummer, had like 3 still on his plate.
But the ones he
On
had
the
on his
second
plate, they
trip.
started to move by themselves, so I didn't want those. But anyway, I started giving them names. But I was teased that they're going to make me a 40-pound meatball the next year. So now I get kid, go up there first. And I really don't, because I'm normal. Well, normal in one way. I want everybody else to enjoy themselves first. And that's how I am. So that's where the meatball came in.
Yeah, we constantly
Oh,
we
constantly dig meat.
constantly talk about meatballs with Steve, and it's just
It's an
you know
ongoing joke.
it's
that's
an
all.
ongoing joke. But as Steve said, he is one of those people that will give and give and give, even when he might not be able to might not have two nickels to rub together. He'll give you the shirt off his back. He's one of those great people in this world that will give you anything, and we love you for it.
As long as you have
It
a
doesn't
paper
matter.
bag, because I don't like to go
Yeah,
shirtless. Then you'll be giving me beads, and I got to march down the street. But I look like a gorilla, so I got to watch.
gorilla.
Gorilla, yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Lead
Yes.
orangutan, whatever. But no, I cover up. Plastic bag's good for me.
Yeah, but Steve is a great guy,
I
and we
give
love
you-
him for it. And
I do anything I can for the band,
yeah,
and
always has tasty cakes every time we get
Tasty
on the
cakes,
parade.
yeah.
Every parade we get in on the bus. Anytime we're on the bus, there's tasty cakes.
Yeah.
Tasty cakes. Practice tasty cakes.
recently it's been candy. But
Yeah, candy too. It all works out. It's a little bit of
Like
sugar.
we have-
It's all
keeps you going.
sugar
I have
and
a couple parades coming up, and on a bus trip, I like to bring something. Every once in a while, I bring some bananas and oranges and stuff. So.
yeah, fruit after a parade. That one time you brought bananas,
Yep.
they were cold.
Oh, they were so good.
Oh, that like hit the spot.
What was it? It was 4th of July, wasn't it? They were cold.
It might have been, yeah.
They were. It was hot. It was. Oh, they were good.
And 4th of July is usually cold. Hot and steamy, and
Yeah.
everything sticking together is not supposed to. And something cold's always nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I try to be
It's
nice.
amazing,
Try to be nice.
and you are, and we all
Yeah.
love you for it.
Yeah.
So
I think I was a good addition 17 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Who would have thought?
who would have thought when you came out to tie people's shoes that you would be one of the founders of Jersey String?
Have a new string band.
yep. Well, once Broomall retired after 89 years, they retired their name, and we decided, hey, are we going to depart each different way, or are we going to stay together? And we took a vote, and people wanted to keep us together. So
Yeah.
I don't mind being one of the founders. And we used to be in Greenfield's Firehouse, which is right around the corner from me. And
Yeah.
I was almost late for every practice. I was only 2 minutes away.
Hold on.
I blamed it on the bridge going up.
Hold on. Steve was
speed bumps?
Steve was 2 minutes away, walking.
I was walking, not driving. Driving took me longer.
He was literally within a block. It was one
is
block
it is
down
a block.
and a block and like 2 houses in. And we were always joking, oh, Steve got caught up on the train.
Now in the winter, I tell them I get stuck behind the snow plows, even though it's not snowing. But it works for me. And now we're in Woodbury Heights. We have the train tracks right there. I said I got stuck by the train, and everybody knows that's a lie because they can hear when the train's coming. So I can't go.
It's a
without
big
it.
train, too.
Tonight was the flood, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we had a lot of rain tonight. But,
Yeah. It was
but they
45
opened,
was
but
in
they
it.
opened
was
up the
flooded.
road, so it was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, well, that's all I got for you. But I want to talk about what we have coming up here this weekend.
Ooh, fun.
And I throw it to you.
The Hamilton Parade, go ahead. I'll help you out a little bit.
All right. Go right ahead. Tell us. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Hamilton Parade's always nice.
Great
It's
parade.
kind of long. It's almost 2 miles long.
Yes.
I have a 9-year-old granddaughter that's been marching with us for 10 parades last year, and she loves every minute of it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it.
I get her the different flavors that she can lick the windows, and she enjoys herself. I'll get her a little helmet, and then we're good to go. But no, she enjoys it. She claps, and she keeps looking at me. She looks up to me, and she loves it. And pretty close to getting my grandson started, so he's a little bit slower of letting go of mommy. But
Yeah, I was impressed this weekend. I was at the parade with you this weekend, and she's like, are they playing When We're Smiling? I was surprised she knew that.
She knows the words.
Or,
And we
yeah.
were smiling. She's got to teach Pop Pop.
Yeah. La 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 la.
No, that's the only song I do know. The other songs, I la la la, and then I was told to cut it out. So,
Yeah.
but I do the background. Just my mom always told me that if you don't know the words, just hum to it. So that's what I do. But yeah, we have the Hamilton Parade on Saturday for St. Patrick's Day, and then we have one on Sunday, which is our first time going to Connecticut.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a nice big road trip for us, and
Yeah,
we
we're
enjoy it.
heading up to New Haven, Connecticut.
New Haven, Connecticut. So
Yes.
And that starts at what, 11 o'clock, I believe, or something?
The parade steps off at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. That's why it takes us 4 hours to get
It's about a
there.
4-hour drive up there. Nothing like doing it on daylight savings.
So
So,
on the way to Cape May, I'll be singing that again.
yeah.
On the way to some cape. There's a bunch of capes up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you hit Woodard, stop,
Yeah.
back up.
Well, Steve, we'll get to take you to Yale.
Yell who?
Not even going there. Not even going there.
Is that where Yale is?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. Where is that on the map? It's about that far away. I think.
It's in New Haven.
Round the world with Woody. That's what I remember. So
Around the world with Woody. How did we get
does-
that job? Did they?
They reached out to us on Facebook, which is always a great tool, and so it was good. We were able to work out something, and we're going up there. And supposedly they had, according to their webpage and everything like that, they had 250,000 people at their parade last year, and
Jeez.
And they're
hopefully
gonna
this
get
year
to
will be
see,
just as well. and
we'll get to
250,000
see,
people?
Jersey string band,
250,000 people.
Okay.
yeah. With the newest string band to join the association, and really the latest,
We're the only
the only.
new string band to join the String Band Association.
Yeah, we attended our first
First banquet on
Banquet.
Saturday.
as Jersey.
That was a lot of fun.
And we had a couple tables, and we had our own trophy for about a half hour. And that was nice. Thank you for Denny for
Denny.
letting me use it. And Denny's a good friend. And bless him and his string band, because we'll be over there serenading them in April, I
April,
believe
yeah.
it is. So that'll
Yeah.
be good.
That's so much fun. We get to go do that.
You get to be
Serenade the
yourself,
champ,
and
yeah.
you're not dressed up, and you say congratulations to the first place team.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at one time, I believe there's like 29 string bands at one time. We're down to 14. So
Yeah.
we're a dying breed, which a lot of people don't even know what string bands are until they hear them. And they're like, oh, that's good. And we play all kinds of songs. It doesn't have to
Exactly.
be just string band songs.
Yeah.
I mean, we have young performers in our band that are really good, and everybody's always welcome.
Absolutely.
We have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, what song's playing now? Okay.
Do-do-do-do.
I did want to ask you when you
Uh-oh.
when you put the bass on, what is like the most tedious thing about walking around with that thing, marching around with
Well, you feel like you have TB, two bellies.
it? Okay.
Because one year in the parade, my brother made a comment to me because I don't know if you're playing your stomach or you're playing the drum. I said, that's funny. That's funny. Another
That is
comment
awesome.
that my brother had, that we didn't have a good year playing wise, and we knew we weren't that great, and we just kept building up, being better and better. And he said that there was 14 bands or whatever, and we finished 14th, but the street department from Philadelphia finished 13th. So I said, man, that hurt. That hurt. So we've been getting better, and we've been getting comments that our music's getting crisper. And I thank everyone that helps us arrange the music, and
Yeah.
Rick and everyone else that's involved in keeping us straight with our different lows and highs and different notes that we play. And I'm still learning how to play the banjo, and I
Yeah.
never thought I'd play one in my life. And I play it the way it sounds good, but then I go to someone that's a professional, and they say I'm doing it all wrong. So I got to meet somewhere in the middle, which is Steve's way, which I just play it and sound good, and
There you go.
see ya. Break a few strings along the way.
Well, in the words of Joe Lally,
Yes.
rest in peace.
Yes.
He told me one time, he goes, they're not going to know if you missed a string or a chord. They're not going to know it. He said, just keep playing. I said,
We did
okay.
the pancake dinner for our church, St. Peter's Church in Clarksboro.
Yes.
And it's a nice little time out that we do that. It's very fun. And I had someone that's a music critic, and I wasn't doing my hand fingers right on the banjo, and he pointed it out to me later. I'm like, somebody actually watches what you do? Because my one finger's supposed to be on the string almost the whole time, and it was winging around like I was, yeah. So, but
It-
there are
it's-
critics out there, and
Yeah.
they know the music, and I said, well, come on out and help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said,
Absolutely.
I will sometime. So it hasn't been yet, but maybe sometime.
Hey, listen, we're in year 5 as an organization, and we're getting better every year, like you said. It's no one has fun finishing last,
Yeah.
but we know that we're going against groups that have been around 70, 80, 100 years plus. They've been through this. They've done this before.
Yeah.
We're still learning everything. The only way we know is what we did when we were with Broomall. We're still learning how to do different things and how to think. And the parade has changed.
Yes.
It's not the same parade it was 17 years ago. It's not the same parade it was 10 years ago when I came in.
Big performance. It's a big
Broadway show.
Yeah.
And our music has definitely improved, and it's getting better, and there's still a lot of room for improvement. But we're taking no one goes out there and goes from last to first. You go from last to 13th. You go to 13th to 12th.
little baby steps.
You
and
got to take your
just do
steps, and you got to get there, and we're working our way to that point.
And really, if you look at the number sheet, the sheet, the sheet has all the scores and everything. We're really not that far off.
No, we're not. No, because if you look at some of the judges, I mean, we had one music judge give us 11th place in music.
And that's great for us.
And that's amazing for us.
That's amazing for us. For
I mean,
11th in music.
I feel so happy that we improved, because that's something we concentrated heavy on this year. We worked so hard on our music. We practiced every Wednesday night, just music. No drill, no nothing, just music. And working with Rick, working with John Winega, working with Tommy King. Just working on our music to get it better.
And that's what's making us
Was
better.
it perfect? Absolutely not. Was it better than it could have been if we didn't do that? Absolutely.
Yep.
So we need to continue moving that forward. And it's going to take time. And I'm okay with that. We're showing improvement. We're getting better. But it's baby steps.
Yeah.
And I'm ecstatic about that.
We'd rather have the music down pat.
Yes.
And we know what we're doing with the music, and then we work on everything else.
Yeah. We need to
that
get
way
to,
we can get the music and the show all on the same level.
Yeah.
Which,
And you have
to be honest, is not on the same level
we
at the
do
moment.
this
But our
every
music,
year. We make our own stuff up, and we just go with it
Yeah.
with what resources that we have. And the show that we put on New Year's Day, you would never know that we were practicing this a good 6 months, 8 months out of the year to try to get up to New Year's. And we just don't want to embarrass ourselves. We want to entertain and have a good time. And that's what we try to do.
Yeah. And I don't think we are embarrassing ourselves.
Nope.
We're doing everything that we need to do, and we are going to get better, and we're going to get out of this. We have a good group of very young kids that are
who want to continue
get
to
better.
do this.
And they're the ones that are getting excited about it. Our theme last year was written by our drummer, our snare drummer. He's a freshman in high school. The 2 themes this year were from kids in high school. Our number 1 theme and our number 2 theme for submission were both from kids. They're high school kids. They came in, both of them came in with music already somewhat arranged to what they thought they would like.
And
it
what
to
the
And
sound like.
costumes
they
were
were
gonna
talking
be
about
like.
New Year's night.
New Year's night, they're sitting there with our music book, going through the music book.
What they're going to play.
Hours after the parade.
Yeah, what they're going to play and what the costumes are going to be and how we're going to line up. I mean, I have everything set up from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's exciting, and I'm willing to we as an organization need to give them the opportunity to blossom, to become the musicians they can be.
Yeah.
Because that group of kids that are in that high school age are what are going to take us to the next level over the next 5 years.
Absolutely.
So, and it's so exciting that opportunity exists.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because you see a future. It's not bleak. It's not the end of the road.
And we're not pushing them aside and say your comments don't mean anything. They mean everything to us.
Yeah.
Especially the last couple of years, out of the young kids that are in the band, they're the ones that gave us our themes that we did for New Year's.
Yeah.
And the color of the costumes and
Yeah.
how we're going to deal with it. and we just have a lot of faith, and it's nice.
Yeah. You have to let those kids. You have to let them try and find out what
And we
works.
do, and I believe we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Give them every opportunity to grow and
Absolutely.
help them every step of the way. So they're our future.
yep, definitely.
All right. Well,
Did I
I
answer
think
all your
that's
questions tonight? Did I answer the questions before you answered them? Ask
Yeah.
me.
all right. That was
It
yeah
was smooth
smooth. See,
So
I told
far-
you,
so-
harmless.
so far.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet.
So how was your,
Oh, that was I.
so how was the banquet this weekend? Did you enjoy the banquet? Did you have a good time?
Yes, my girlfriend's asking me. It didn't seem like you enjoyed it too much. Well, it was a stuffed shirt event,
Yeah.
which I call a stuffed shirt with suit jacket and tie,
Yeah.
which you only usually wear to weddings
always-
and funerals. But it was a good time, and it was good to see people out there dancing.
It was always nice to get dressed up, though.
And you got dressed up, and how often do you get to go out and spend a good penny for a chicken dinner? So, but it was very nice, and but open bar, that was nice for people who drank, which I don't. So I wanted a refund, so I took an extra cannoli. I took it home. But I'm only kidding.
Cannolis
I don't
were
even-
good.
I don't even like cannolis.
The snacks, the dessert tray was probably the best there.
Obviously,
Yeah, well,
there's still some left.
haven't missed a
Takes a
meal
lot
yet.
it takes a lot of work to look this.
But only so much fits in a Ziploc bag that you can take it home. with
Yeah.
you, so. But no, it was a very
You didn't have
enjoyable.
leftover chicken?
No,
No. Okay.
but it was a very nice deal, and they thanked a lot of people that deserved to be thanked.
Absolutely.
And just to see some of the trophies and Uptown
The
winning
plaques and all that.
winning the first place captain, they were
Yeah.
so excited. I mean, there's a band there that's working their ways up the ranks and all.
Yeah.
And it's nice just to see younger people. I went to the parade in Gloucester City this past weekend. Said hello to a lot of the captains that recognized us, and a lot of band members that recognized us. And Jackie Bam Bam, get a picture. But it's nice to
Yeah, I think I still got a cut from the back of my neck from his,
from his
suit.
costume.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully next year we can get into that parade. Hopefully they'll have spot for us next year.
But everybody asks, a lot of people ask,
Takes
how come you're not
fundraising.
in it? And it's like they have to pay all these bands, and we were counting them as they were coming down the street. It was,
Yeah, 10 of them.
no kidding.
10 of the 14. They had 10 of the 14. Hopefully one day they can have all 14.
I think, Hegeman wasn't in it, Greater Kensington, Polish American,
And us.
and us. So there's the four.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe one day,
That's
if
fine. I
with
mean,
the right parade
It's a nice
sponsors
big
and
parade.
stuff
It
like
was a
that.
nice,
I mean,
good turnout. And it was
Gloucester City is the parade that everybody wants to be in for St.
and
Patrick's Day.
Bob Kelly for supporting the string bands and everything. And like I said, Jackie Bam Bam does a seventh inning strut and everything on MMR at 10 o'clock at night. It's usually on 10:05, 10:10. But anyway, I'm not counting. But he puts on a nice little.
Yeah.
And I tried to be on there a few times, but I kind of missed his call a few times. But
You fall asleep.
Hopefully we can get him on the podcast.
when
too
my
sometime.
wife was living, she loved the daylights out of Jackie.
Yeah.
So he tried to get me on, and I will someday. So Steve, I'll get you on. I said, oh, you remember my name? Damn.
He loves us.
Anytime he
He
sees,
loves all numbers. It's
anytime he
just-
sees me, he's like, "Where's Pat?" I'm like, ah.
I told him he was at the food court, but I was only. He just started laughing. So that's what it's about.
Oh, that's
what
awesome.
it's about. Just laugh and have a good time.
That's awesome.
Because the first person I'll call is Pat. Pat, you want to get something to eat? So I love eating. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Good food is good, right?
Yes. So that was a good parade to have, and I like being in the Woodbury parade because it's close to us.
Yeah.
We're right here in Woodbury Heights, so that's kind of like a hometown.
Except for that
parade
hill.
us. The hill is a killer, but
The one year they did it the opposite way was
Yes.
great. Going down the hill. Was
they changed
so
it. They
much
changed
fun.
it back, but
Yeah. But we
just
get to
the-
start the Colonial Cafe, which takes care of us for our beef and beer.
Yeah.
So it's always great.
Yeah.
to
Shout out to Colonial Cafe for what they do.
Yeah, they,
Colonial
they
Cafe was very nice. The beef and beer, it's our second one that we had, and it was very good turnout. People appreciate it. People come from our church.
Yes.
And some friends come out, and they supported us, and
Yeah.
they want to follow us.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm giving them good reason to follow us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
Yeah, Colonial Cafe took definitely good care of us there for our beef and beer, and it's nice being able to walk into a place really not have to put any effort in, and we all walk away. Everybody walks away happy.
Yeah.
Even the kids that were there, we know we're in the bar, but they stayed away from the bar.
Yeah, they have a
And
nice
all
little
had a
room
good-
off to the
they had a
side
good
where the
time.
kids can be kids and have fun. And we had
Yeah.
there was the Disney Channel was all we got there. The kids,
Disney
I was
Channel.
joking- we were joking with the kids about the Disney Channel. Oh, we're gonna leave the Disney Channel.
But
on.
anybody
The
that-
bowling.
Bowling
we
was
watched
fun.
bowling.
Oh,
Bowling's
professional
gonna
bowling.
be, yep. And anyway, when we get closer to November, we definitely need a place to practice inside. So we're going to be hunting a few people down to ask them if we could use their gymnasiums or whatever.
Yeah.
Because outside practice is not making it.
No.
So we're
Unfortunately,
working on that early.
Especially this year with all the rain.
it rained every Sunday.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you need an area 60 by 60 to practice, and you can only find an area 45 by 30.
Yeah. And you need people, we have a small band, but still we spread out when we do our theme. So
Yeah.
especially the theme we're going to do this year. So we're going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's a surprise.
Spy.
Oh, not a surprise anymore.
No, it's not a spy. It's not
No,
a surprise
no,
anymore. It's
no,
public knowledge.
no.
We're going to spy. We should
I spy.
I spy.
Yep.
I might have a trench coat and maybe not. It's a family band.
We'll get disqualified
Yeah, real quick.
real quick.
You might have a trench coat, but there'll be a suit on underneath there.
There better be.
My jersey
And not.
Speedo, yeah. Me and
All
my
right.
Speedo.
On that note,
On that note,
we're gonna end this craziness.
I'm just getting started.
Well, you can always come on again.
You don't want to joke?
No.
You want to hear a joke?
You want to tell us? Tell us.
No, it's not fun.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for coming on and doing this. We appreciate you, and yeah, you are a big part of this band. As much as you may not want to take the credit, but you really are. So, and
We all love you.
all
Steve.
the
Well,
bus
you guys let me
the,
know that.
the bus rides are extremely fun when you're there, and
Especially
if
when we're trying
if
to
on those
sing
rare
songs
moments, if
and we're
on those
all out
rare,
of tune.
yeah, and if on those rare moments that you're not there, it's noticeable. So,
Steve's a 98 percenter.
Yes,
yeah,
I make it to almost everything.
Steve's a 98 percenter
a lifer.
and a lifer.
So, yep. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you for watching.
Go Jersey String Band.
Go Jersey String Band. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Kissing me. Oh.